Good morning. So today we are going to discuss the French Revolution History Chapter 1, Part 3, last part of this chapter. So in our last session we discussed till the Constitution framed by the National Assembly. So let's proceed towards our next topic. The topic War against Prussia and Austria. So see this, what happened in this. On April 1792, the National Assembly declared war against Prussia and Austria. Before they could send troops to France to put down the revolt that had been taking place since 1789. This was a war of the people against kings and aristocracies all over Europe. The patriotic song that became popular was the Marseillaise, composed by the poet Roger Liszt. The Marseillaise is now the national anthem of France. So, the situation in France continued to be tense during the following years. Although the Louis XVI had signed the constitution, he entered into secret negotiation with the King of Prussia. So already the King Louis signed secretly won that treaty with the King of Prussia against the National Assembly. Rulers of other neighboring countries too were worried about this National Assembly and their development in the France. So they also want to send troops to put down the event that had been taking place there since the summer of 1789 by the National Assembly. So before this could happen, the National Assembly voted in April 1792 to declare war against Prussia and Austria. Thousands of volunteers saw this as a war of the people. So thousands of volunteers joined this National Assembly against the king and the aristocracies all over the Europe. They want to go against and protest them. Thousands of volunteers saw this was a war of the people against the king and the aristocracies all over Europe. Among the patriotic song they sang was the Marseillaise. This was composed by Roger Liszt. It was sung for the first time by volunteers from Marseilles. Marseilles volunteers sang this song first time as they marched into Paris and so got its name. So that's why this song named Marseilles. The Marseillaise is now the national anthem of France. Now storming of Palace of Tuileries. On August 9, 1792, nearly 30,000 French citizens attacked Prussia and Austria, found Louis XVI and his family hiding, were arrested, and the king was guillotined. So, in the summer of 1792, the Jacobin plans and instructions of a large number of Persians who were angered by the short supplies and high prices of food. Already, people against the Louis XVI because he raised so many taxes, he levied so many taxes on the innocent people. On the morning of August 10, they stormed the palace of the Tuileries. They massacred the king's guard and held the king himself as hostage for several hours. Later, as the assembly voted to imprison the royal family, they kept them in the prison. Elections were held after that, and from now all men of 21 years and above, regardless of wealth, got the right to vote. After that, the newly elected assembly was called the conviction. They called this newly elected assembly, they called conviction. On 21st September 1792, it abolished the monarchy totally. Monarchy abolished 21st September in 1792 and declared France as a republic. As republic is a form of, what is the meaning of republic? Republic is a form of government where the people elect the government, including the head of the government. There is no hereditary monarchy. In that republic, there is no hereditary monarchy was happened. So Louis XVI was sentenced to death by court on the charge of treason. Now, what is the meaning of treason? Means betrayal of one's country or government. So, he secretly signed the treaty with the Prussia. So, against this case file, and he was sentenced to death. So, arrested and king was guillotine. Now, what is the meaning of guillotine? Guillotine is a device consisting of two poles and a blade with which a person is beheaded. Two poles were there, in that person is beheaded with the sharp blade. This process is known as guillotine. It was named after Dr. Guillotine, who invented this device. Now see, the picture is given here. Louis XVI is accused of plotting against the government of the National Convention and against France. So he got punishment of guillotine. He was sentenced to death. Next, political clubs. Many clubs were formed as they wanted the revolution to be carried further, as the constitution gave political rights to rich only. So many clubs formed against this political rights, against the constitution, which gave rights to rich people only. Women were not given voting rights. The famous one was the Jacobin Club at that time. Famous club formed that was named Jacobin Club. Jacobin Club was the most famous political club of the French Revolution, so called from the Dominican convent where they originally met in the Rue Saint Jacques, Latin Jacobs in Paris. The early members were Mirabeau and Abbe early member of the Jacobin Club. Jacobins were otherwise called as Saint Clotos. Leader of the Jacobins Club, Maximilien Robespierre at that time. So the revolution was brought losses and economic difficulties of the people. The member of the Jacobin Club belonged mainly to the less prosperous section of the society. Saint Clotos now, who were called Saint Clotos. At the beginning of the revolution, the working men of Paris allowed the revolutionary bourgeoisie to lead them. Now, bourgeoisie here means the middle class people, in that businessmen, uh, all the merchants came. But by 1790, various radical groups began vying for power. Among them, the Jacobins were the most successful. The member of the Jacobins Club belonged to mainly less prosperous section of the society. They included shopkeepers, artisans, servants, and daily wage workers. So all these are in this Jacobin clubs. Most successful club. The Jacobins came to be known as the Saint Clotos, literally meaning those without knee breeches. The Jacobins wore long striped trousers similar to those worn by dock workers. Dock workers used to wear like this, knee breeches. So they also having their dress up like this. This was to set up themselves apart from the fashionable section of society, especially nobles who wore knee breeches. This means rich people. This dress up separated them from the rich people who wore the knee breeches. Now the reign of terror. A new calendar was adopted. Years were numbered from September 22, 1792, the first day of the French Republic, and not from Christ's birth. The result of the reign of terror: Jacobins lost power, bourgeoisie took control of national convention, fashion became fancier, inflation increased. These were the result of the reign of terror. Now the period from 1793 to 1794 is referred to as the reign of terror. In that, Robespierre followed the policy of severe control and punishment. Maximilien Robespierre followed so many severe policies against the people. All those whom he saw as being enemies of the republic, ex-nobles and clergy, members of other political parties, even members of his own party who did not agree with his method, were arrested by him, imprisoned, and then tried by the Revolutionary Tribunal. That harsh punishment they got. If the court found them guilty, they were guillotined. If the court found guilty, means their mistake, so they got guillotine. Already I told you the meaning of guillotine. Robespierre government issued laws placing a maximum ceiling on wage and prices. Now see, on July 26, Robespierre gives a speech illustrating new plots and conspiracies. He alienated members of the CPS and CGS. Means what? He separated the member of the Committee of Public Safety and Committee of General Security. Many felt threatened by his implications. So many are not satisfied with his all policies. On July 27, the conviction arrests Robespierre. And last on July 28, Robespierre is tried and guillotined. Robespierre pursued his policy so relentlessly that even his supporters began to demand moderation. Finally, he was convicted by court in July 1794, arrested and on the next day sent to the guillotine. A new constitution is written, it creates a directory. The directory, see the directory what is? New ruling government of France 1795 to 1799. Electoral choose their legislators. They choose 5 men to direct the country. They are called the directory. The meaning of directory was the 5 person who direct the country. This group of 5 person is known as directory. People had grown tired of the instability and bloodshed of the revolution and were ready for something more moderate. So that group worked for the people. By 1795, the republic was gone and 5 men with business interests had the executive power in France. The new government was called the Directory. It was far more conservative than the republic had been. It was also ineffective, failed. Now, who voted it indirectly? Elections. How was this different from elections during the national convention? Male property owners, therefore, bourgeoisie controlled government. All men could vote during national convention. The next question is, what problems did the directory face? Directory faced so many problems like weak, corrupt rulers, inflation, day by day prices are hiking, used army to put down revolts. All such type of problem faced by the directory. Now this series flowchart, all the events of the French Revolution. Mob invades Royal Palace on August 1792. Then September, massacres take place. National Convention abolishes the monarchy and establishes the French Republic on September 1792. Louis XVI is executed January 1793. Then the Reign of Terror begins September 1793. Then Robespierre is arrested and executed. The Reign of Terror ends by the July 1794. Then moderates write the Constitution of 1795. Now the Women Revolution. We will discuss about the Women Revolution. So from the very beginning, women were active participants in the events which brought about so many important changes in French society. So women actively participate along with the men in the French society, French Revolution. They hope that their involvement would pressurize the revolutionary government to introduce measures to improve their lives. So in that hope, they want to bring improvement in their lifestyle. In that hope, they actively participate in this revolution. French society. In order to discuss and voice their interests, women started their own political clubs and newspapers. About 60 women's clubs came up in different French cities. The Society of Revolutionary and Republican Women was the most famous of them. One of their main demand was that women enjoy the same political right as men, because they didn't got the right which men got in the French society. So they want They demanded equal rights as the man got. Women were disappointed that the Constitution of 1791 reduces them to passive citizen. Already we discussed in our previous slide active citizen and the passive citizen. So already women declared passive citizen. They demanded the right to vote, to be elected to the assembly and to hold political offices. So all these demand they put forward toward the government. So 60 women clubs came up. Society of Revolutionary and Republican Women was formed. Same political rights as men. They demanded right to vote, to be elected to the assembly. They want to elect their assembly, to create state schools and to make education compulsory for girls. Girls should not be forced to marry against their will. So if they don't want, nobody should force them to marry against their wish. Marriage was registered under civil law. They want marriage was registered under the law. Divorce was made legal. Women needed training for jobs and to run business. Women movements continue for next 200 years for voting rights and equal wages. In 1946, women of France got voting rights. So all these demand put by the women in the women revolution in France. Now, next topic is the abolition of slavery. Slavery was a profitable business as the Europeans were reluctant to work in far off places. So they wanted slaves to work in plantation. So for that they need slaves. Slave trade started in 17th century. Triangular slave trade existed between three countries, that is the Europe, Africa and America. France sailed from ports of Bordeaux and Nantes to Africa to buy slaves. So French sailed from Bordeaux and Nantes to Africa. So they want to purchase slaves from these Bordeaux and Nantes. Branded and shackled slaves were packed tightly into ships for 3 months voyage through the Atlantic to the Caribbean Sea. They were sold to plantation owner on high prices. Throughout the 18th century, there was little criticism of slavery in France. The National Assembly held long debates on this slavery, but it did not pass any law, fearing opposition from businessmen whose income depended on the slave trade. So, no conclusion were there at that time. Convention, after long debate in 1794, ordered to free all the slaves. After long debate, that order passed to free all the slaves. Napoleon reintroduced slavery. Napoleon Bonaparte again reintroduced the slavery. Finally, slavery was abolished in France colonies in 1848. Now, Napoleon Bonaparte. The people readily accepted the coup of Napoleon Bonaparte in 1799. He want to modernize. He was a modernizer of France. Laws for protection of private property. He framed so many laws to protect the private property. He introduced the uniform system of weight and measures provided by the decimal system, and at last he was defeated at Waterloo in 1815. Napoleon saw his role as a modernizer of Europe. He introduced many laws such as the protection of private property and a uniform system of weight and measures provided by the decimal system. Initially, many saw Napoleon as a liberator who would bring freedom for the people. But soon the Napoleonic armies came to be viewed everywhere as an invading force. So he was finally defeated at Waterloo in 1850. The ideas of liberty and democratic rights were the most important legacy of French Revolution. These spread from France to rest of Europe during the 19th century, where feudal systems were abolished. So the ideas of liberty and democratic rights were the most important legacy of French Revolution. These ideas spread from France to rest of the Europe during the 19th century, where feudal systems were totally abolished. Even these ideas influenced people in the colonized India. Like Tipu Sultan and Ram Mohan Roy were influenced by the ideas coming from revolutionary France. So they also Ram Mohan Roy and Tipu Sultan also want to implement this liberty, democratic liberty and equality that policies in the India. So they want to bring these ideas from revolutionary France. So here we finish our chapter French Revolution. Hope you understand all the topics properly. Okay, bye.